Hi, welcome to the Bulb Wednesday webinar. Today we're talking activities for summer. So I know a lot of you guys are wrapping up your school year and wanted you guys to start to think about all the different ways that you can encourage your teachers and students to be able to engage and utilize their portfolios over the summer. So let's start with the first one. A lot of professional development and professional learning happens throughout the summertime. And a great way to use your Bold portfolio is to capture those learning experiences in your portfolio for a couple different reasons. One, as an individual, I can capture some of the key concepts and think through maybe some of the things that I want to implement based on that professional learning. And if I track that in my portfolio, it's easy for me to then tie that to goals that I've created within my portfolio. It's easy for me to show evidence of that to my supervisor or my team. I could also, Bulb has a great presentation tool. So if I take notes and want to present some of my learning from my professional development over the summer, I can take my Bulb page, put it in presentation mode and be able to present that as well. So we have a couple different resources, some templates in our resource library, and this is one of my favorites here. It's a pretty simple, just PD goal template. Why did I want to attend this PD session? Summary of some of the things that I learned, any kind of reflections or thoughts around it, and then just an area to be able to easily document screenshots, pictures, PowerPoints, anything that I'm getting from the session, I can kind of add in here. And there's just some ideas around things that I might want to include in my notes. And so I can find this in the resource library and just click on use template and be able to copy this. So having a portfolio as a place to collect that evidence of learning is a perfect way to use Bulb. Another way to use Bulb is we want to keep our students reading and writing throughout the summer. And so a lot of our schools put together book challenges or writing activities. And what a great way to incorporate the portfolio as a part of that activity. So here's an example of a template around a book challenge. This was encouraging students to read in a lot of different genres, and they can come in here and use this as their guide and then be able to document the books that they read and maybe some thoughts around that. So here's a great example, 2 picture books by the same author. And so the student will come in here, type in the title, take a picture of the book, add it below, and then they just answer a simple question. What do you think of the illustrations? And then would you like to read more books by this author and why? Here's another one in the series. 2 books from one series you have not read. And they say, do you want to read more books from this series? What's your favorite character or why? So this would be great for students to be thinking about their reading and document their reading over the summer, and then they can submit this. A lot of times schools give prizes and things for the book challenges the students do over the summer, and they can then submit their collection from their Bold portfolio about all the books that they read and some of the things that they thought about throughout that book. How about writing over the summer? Really thinking about getting students and keeping up those writing skills. Katy ISD in down the Houston area in Texas has created a 60 days of writing activity, and they've done such a cool job with this. They're really trying to get students to just give them a prompt. And this could actually be anybody. It doesn't even need to be students, just getting us all writing every day. And so being able to put these into a template within Bulb, and then the students can copy this and have writing prompts every day throughout the summer. Pretend you're writing on an autobiography, the story of your life, and need to create a table of contents. What would you name each chapter and why? And so then the students can come just right down here and start writing. Once they could read and write, many colonial area students stopped attending school to become an apprentice. So what do you think about this system? Should we bring back that apprenticeship for students who don't want to go to college? So really interesting prompts using a quote, those who have long enjoyed such privileges as we enjoy forget in time that men have died to win them. On this Memorial Day, reflect about the quote above and write about what it means to you. So encouraging that writing within your portfolio and being able to keep those journal entries. A lot of you guys are doing that within Bulb throughout the school year. And so that's something you can think about in terms of extending writing throughout the summer. Okay, one of the big uses of Bulb in the summertime is students are doing internships and work experiences. And we want to make sure that they document those experiences to be able to leverage that later on when they are trying to get maybe another internship. They are applying for scholarships in college and showing their experiences, having them learn how to document and reflect on those experiences are incredibly important. So we've created, there's a couple different templates in our resource library, but this is one of my favorites. This is just a quick 1-page my internship template. And so it has the students just talk a little bit about the organization that they did the internship in, why, what it made stand out, why did they choose to do the internship there. They then talk about their role and accomplishments. So what did they do during that internship? What was your strongest attributes? What did you accomplish? Do you feel like you were a good fit? What was your biggest success? So they can kind of document that and add in a few of artifacts that are there as well. And then really a lot of times in an internship, they end up doing some kind of project or produce some kind of work, research, something around there. And so they can then add that component. Here's the work I created. This is what I did, whether that's a document or pictures, a video of something they put together, things like that, that they could put under projects. And then a reflection. Did you accomplish your goals from this experience? What did you learn? How would you have changed it? And then there's a nice little section too, always encouraging students to write that thank you note to the supervisor and being able to kind of keep that as an ending part to the internship. So this is available in our Bulb library and a great way to use Bulb over the summer. In addition to internships, a lot of our students are doing different kinds of just work experiences. So thinking about working at Chick-fil-A or being a lifeguard or other kinds of experiences they're having, these are great things to add to their portfolio. They're a part of those professional skills that they're learning. And so helping students think about how do I document that? It's not just a summer job, but how do I leverage and think about the job and the skills that I'm learning through this job and putting it in my portfolio. So I thought this was a great example. This is not a template. This is an example from a student who documented her work at Chick-fil-A. So talking about my role was more than just a job. It was an opportunity. I've gotten some different life experiences. So kind of talk about what it's like to be a kitchen crew member. 5 things I gained from working at Chick-fil-A, and talks about her professional skills and multitasking, learning to deal with difficult employees and customers, always making eye contact when possible. My pleasure drilled in, that's just fitting into the culture and following along with that. How to make an amazing milkshake, and just thinking about also things that she liked about the job. Because as you're getting those work experiences, what are the things that are most meaningful to you? Flexible hours, competitive pay, a friendly place to work, because those might be things that is important and show some of your values, and be thinking about other future jobs that kind of align with that as well. So having students think about and documenting their experiences. There's another great example around a student who used his doing lawn mowing and mowing lawns over the summer, and how he created a business of that and was able to actually document that business. So this student did a great job of showing why he took this initiative to start this lawn mowing business. He kind of started out with some challenges of being a lifeguard, how he grew the business, and he did a great job of incorporating a lot of skills that he learned in different classes. He had to learn marketing and setting his prices and recruiting other people to join him. And then I love where he talks about kind of adapting. It's come a long way. Here's my basic strategy, my pricing, dealing with hard customers. taking initiative to fix mistakes, and then the rewards of the business. And so what a great job documenting that experience. And can you imagine him putting this as evidence towards a scholarship to a college program, trying to get another job? I mean, this student really stands out. Okay, so another idea is really thinking about how to use Bulb as a journal. We talked about the 60 days of writing and some journaling as well, but what about experiences, a travel journal, the ability to document just some of the projects. A lot of times people pick up and learn something new, or do a big project in the summer, or go to a special place and take a trip, and being able to use that as kind of your personal memory space, and for you to reflect and capture those pictures and be able to share them out, and document those as a part of who you are and the things that are important. So whether that's a road trip or a service trip, you're able to document that in Bulb. And that makes me really think about one of our newest features, which we released with our new updated version of our iOS app. So if you are on an iPhone or an iPad and you are traveling and you're taking pictures, and this works for anything that you're doing. I just think a lot about some of the stuff you're doing over the summer. I can come in here to my photos, and I can easily take a picture or a video of something that I want to add to my Bulb portfolio. So I can open my camera roll. And when I click that little square with the arrow, that's the send to button. And I get all my different places I can send to. Now, if I have the Bulb iOS app downloaded on my iPhone or iPad, I can click on Bulb, and I have the ability to easily send my picture directly to my Bulb asset library. So it just saves there if I want to easily access it when I create a page later on. Or I can add it directly to a page, and then I can create a new page, or add it to an existing page as well. And I'm just going to paste it right onto the page. And then I can easily save this image on the page. Maybe I come back later on and add a caption, or add additional information around it, but I just want to make sure that that gets into my portfolio. I can also send it directly to my asset library, which I can then access later on as well, to be able to pull in a picture within my page. And you'll notice with our app too, you can do some editing. So if I need to edit and rotate an image or anything like that, I can just click on that, and that is all set to go. So that new share sheet, that's what we call it, in that iOS feature, is really helpful, especially as you're just documenting some of your summer experiences as well. So the last thing I just really want to talk about is thinking about other ways to introduce and engage with Bulb. And a lot of my schools are doing what we call bridge programs. So students are taking a week or a couple days as they're transitioning to another school, and they're documenting they're learning a few things about that transition, and they can use Bulb as a place to kind of start their portfolio through that bridge program. So it's a great place to introduce Bulb and kind of teach them some basics about starting a portfolio, and then maybe even have them start to create an About Me page, or do a few things that kind of gets them ready for school as well. So those bridge programs are another great thing to be able to incorporate Bulb into your summer plans. So hopefully we gave you some great ideas around how you can use Bulb this summer. And I always love for you to share stuff with us and let us know what you're seeing out in the use of Bulb this summer. So you can email help@bulbapp.com and share any of your great stuff, or share it to us on social media. Follow us at BulbApp as well. Thanks so much.